Welcome student. Here we will see the rivers of India and this reading and exercises. Just we will start the reading. Rivers are large, fresh water bodies. They are born high up in the mountains. They flow down from the mountains to the plains where crops are grown. Finally, they enter the sea. A river passes through three stages of life. Let's understand these stages. 1. The young river or the upper course. Second, the middle aged river or the middle course. Third, the old river or the lower course. The young river is quick and fast with a lot of energy. It looks small but has a rapid flow that can cut through rocky hills and mountains. At this stage, a river can create a waterfall. The middle age river grows to become wider and slows down. At this stage, it leaves the high and steep mountains and enters the plains. Its speed decreases as it has a lot of weight in the form of silt, rocks, and boulders that have now broken down. It meanders as it flows and deposits the materials here and there. These deposits are the rich alluvial deposits that make the soil fertile to grow crops. The old river reaches the end of its journey. The end of the river is called the mouth. The speed of river is very slow and it again deposits a lot of material at the mouth. Many rivers form a triangular shaped area called delta at the mouth before the river joins the sea. A delta region is very fertile. The Ganga Brahmaputra delta is biggest delta in the world. It has swampy marshes covered by mangrove forests called the Sundarbans. These forests get their name from the Sundari trees that grow here. Now, types of rivers. In India, rivers are of two types. One, snow fed. Second, rain fed. Snow fed rivers. Snow fed rivers are those rivers that get their water from the snow that melts on the mountains. The Himalaya remains snow covered throughout the year. They are covered with glaciers that look like rivers of ice. These glaciers are huge blocks of ice sheets melt down to form streams that flow from the mountains. Many such streams join to form a river. The glaciers are so huge that their rivers have water throughout the year. These rivers are perennial rivers. This means that they don't become dry. They keep giving water to the people living in the regions where they flow. The Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, and Indus are snow fed rivers that flow through North India or the northern plains and make the area fertile. The area that gets watered by a river and its tributaries is called its basin. Rivers are joined by their tributaries as they flow down. A tributary is a small river that joins a large river. The Yamuna is the main tributary of river Ganga. Now, Ganga. It originates from Gangotri Glacier in Uttarakhand. It flows down the mountains and reaches the plains at Haridwar. In Bangladesh, another river called Brahmaputra joins Ganga. It then drains into the Bay of Bengal. Allahabad, Kanpur, Patna, and Varanasi are some of the main cities located on the banks of the river Ganga. Yamuna. River Yamuna has its source in Yamunotri Glacier. The river flows down the mountains and reaches the plains. Delhi and Agra are located on its banks. It joins the river Ganga at Allahabad. The place where they meet is called Sangam. Brahmaputra. Its source is near Lake Mansarovar in Tibet, where it is called Sangpo. Only a part of this river flows through India. It enters India in Arunachal Pradesh. It then flows through the state of Assam and joins the river Ganga, which is called by the name Padma or Prayag in Bangladesh. Indus. The Indus has its source near Mansarovar in the Himalayas. It is joined by 5 rivers: Jhelum, Satluj, Chenab, Ravi, and Bias. All these rivers flow through Punjab. Punjab gets its name from the 5 rivers which flow through it. Panch or Panch means 5 and Ab means water. River Indus flows into Pakistan and drains into the Arabian Seas. The Bhakra Nangal Dam is built on the river Satluj. Now, rain-fed rivers. Rain-fed rivers are those rivers that get their water from the rain. These rivers depend on rainfall for their water and dry up when rainfall is not there. This shows that they are seasonal rivers. The rivers of southern India are rain-fed rivers. Let's read about them. Narmada. This river has its source in Madhya Pradesh. It drains into the Arabian Sea. It is a river of central India. The river separates North India and South India. Tapi. This is also a river of central India. It flows through the states of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat. It drains into the Arabian Sea. Mahanandi. This river flows through the Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha and drains into the Bay of Bengal. The Hirakud Dam is built on river Mahanandi. Godavari. This river rises from the western Ghats and flows through Maharashtra, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. It drains into the Bay of Bengal. Its delta in Andhra Pradesh is fertile and used to grow rice. Krishna. It means it starts from the western Ghats and flows through Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. It drains into the Bay of Bengal. The Nagarjuna Sagar Dam is built on this river. Kaveri. It is the almost important river of Tamil Nadu. It flows through Karnataka and Tamil Nadu and drains into Bay of Bengal. Tanjavur district is the rice bowl of India as river Kaveri makes it a very fertile region. Two dams, the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam and Mettur Dam, are built on this river. Here you have to locate the rain-fed and snow-fed rivers here in the map. Uses of rivers. Rivers are a source of water for all living beings. Water from rivers is used for drinking, bathing, and washing. Farmers depend on rivers for producing food. They irrigate the lands with river water to grow different crops and vegetables. Water from the rivers is stored in dams to produce electricity. Points to remember. Rivers are large water bodies. They are born high up in the mountains. A river passes through three stages of life: the young river or the upper course, the middle aged river or the middle course, and the old river or the lower course. In India, snow fed and rain fed are two types of rivers. The Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, and Indus are the snow fed rivers. They are perennial rivers. The Narmada, Tapi, Mahanandi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri are rain fed rivers. They are seasonal rivers. Water from rivers is used for drinking, bathing, washing, growing food, and producing electricity. Now we have to see the exercise. Oral questions. Have you seen a river? How does it help all living beings on planet Earth? Student, here you should think about that. If you have seen the river, then write there, yes, I have seen the river, and how the river helps to all living beings, that you have to write. Like rivers help them, rivers give the water for the drinking, then farmers depend on the river for producing the food. They irrigates the lands and river water to grow the different crops and vegetables. Also this water is stored in the dam for utilizing it. In this way you should write drinking, bathing, washing. These are the all uses of water. Test yourself. Take the correct answer. The dot river has a rapid flow that can cut through rocky hills and mountains. Young, middle, and old. Yes, correct. It is young river. The dot rivers get their water from snow, rain-fed, snow-fed, and tributaries. It is snow-fed. Dot rivers depend on the rainfall on the or for their water. Rain-fed rivers is correct. Now next, multiple choice question, that is MCQs. Take the correct answer. The middle-aged river Dodder, it grows to become wider and slows down. B. Enters the plains. And C. Both A and B. They are not enters into the plain. They just grows to become wider and slows. Sorry, both. Middle-aged river, it is the both A and B. Their grows become wider and slows down and enters into the plain. This is the middle-aged river. Dot originates from the Gangotri glaciers. Yes, Ganga originates from the Gangotri glaciers in Uttarakhand. Dot Dot is a river of central India. Narmada, Indus and Brahmaputra. Yes, correct. Narmada is a river of central India. The Dot Dot is built on the river Mahanandi. Hirakud Dam, Mettur Dam are both A and B. No, only Hirakud Dam is built on the river Mahanandi. Now, match the following. River Indus. River Indus. It is Mansarovar in the Himalayas. River Brahmaputra, Sangpo. It is again same, but here given the name of that river. Tanjaran district, it is the rice bowl of South India. Then Ganga Brahmaputra delta, it is the biggest delta. Yes, correct. And rain-fed rivers, it is southern India. So once again I am repeating that. River Indus, you should write here E. River Brahmaputra, Sangpo, then C. Tanjavaram district, it is a rice bowl of South India. Then Ganga Brahmaputra delta, it is the biggest delta. Rain-fed rivers, southern India. Rain-fed rivers are present in the southern India. Write a short note on the, write short answers. 1. Name 2 glaciers. Name 2 glaciers. You have to write down the 2 glaciers. Gangotri glaciers and Yamunotri glacier. These 2 names are there. You should write here Gangotri and Yamunotri. These 2 glaciers. Okay, next. Name snow-fed rivers that flow through the North India. Okay, we will write first Ganga, then Yamuna or Brahmaputra or Indus. Here you can write the Brahmaputra. These rivers are the snow-fed rivers. What are the other 2 names of rivers? Ganga in Bangladesh, Prayag and Padma. Padma and or Prayag. Yes, these 2 names are there for the Ganga in Bangladesh. What is delta? Yes, student. What is delta? I have told you. Delta means a region. Many rivers form triangular shaped area called the delta at the mouth before the river joins the sea. Okay, triangular shaped area as formed by the river at the mouth before it drains into the sea. Okay, that is called as delta. D. Answer the following question. Describe the 3 stages of the life of river. You should describe. You should write this answer. Here you have answer. These 3 stages are there. From here you have to write up to this. Okay, this is the descriptive answer. So 3 stages you have to explain. Next, how are the snow-fed rivers fine from the rain-fed rivers or different from the rain-fed rivers? List 2 difference. Yes, snow-fed rivers, first they are the perennial. Okay, this is the first difference, that is they are perennial and they are seasonal. आप पूरे सेंटेंस में लिखो, they are seasonal, they are perennial. They never get dry up. Okay, and they need rainfall. Next, snow-fed rivers, those get water from the snow, melts the snow, okay, from the mountain, and this rain-fed rivers get water from the rain only. These three differences you have to write down. Only two you have to write, but you should write the three differences. How do the rivers help the people living in the plains? How do they help? You should write the uses of rivers. Here are the uses of river. This all you have to write. Rivers are the source of water for all living beings. Water from the rivers is used for drinking, bathing, and washing. Farmers depend on the rivers for producing crops. Okay, they irrigate the lands with the river's water to grow the different crops and vegetables. Water from the river is stored in dams to produce the electricity. In this way, it is helping. A higher order thinking skill question: why do you think the snow-fed rivers never get dry up? This question you should think how I have taught you in our Zoom meeting, in our Google Meets. That time I have discussed with you these points. Now you have to think about this and write down how snow get melted. Means throughout the year Himalayas top is covered with the snow, so it never gets dry up, and snow always get melted, and that rivers are every time it having the water. Okay, you should write by your own words. So student, here you have to do the reading practice as well as you have to write the exercise of this lesson in the notebook. Bye bye, take care.